They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Gets it out fast. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. They'll try the right side. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size and that position play the defensive line is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking for room. It's Moulton. Picks up the first down. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Hawkeyes have a whole new backfield without Caleb Johnson, who turned in one of the most prolific rushing seasons in Iowa football history. School record 21 touchdowns. He lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Iowa! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Handoff to the lone back. Can't get him to the ground. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens.
Touchdown, Syracuse. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Gill. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wide out. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. On the move, he fires. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Collins. A little screen to the running back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Got it in the middle. It's James. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Kennick is having a connection bend to try to help the knee on third down. To the air, it's Collins. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Cuse. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3's coming soon.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. Trailing by 1 to Boise State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West Country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Makes the catch. Brings him to the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Leaves it with the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Orange.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. looking to throw on first down. He's got it down the middle. There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
To the air on first down. He wants to go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got his man downfield. Tons of room in the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Been backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Power football with the run. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Collins. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's James. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Right now, boys. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Hawkeye. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires left. Got him downfield. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Collins. Quickly complete. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Syracuse right back at it. Back to pass on 2nd down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got an open man. Wide open spaces. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their... He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Collins. On the run, still looking. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. It's Moulton. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. Got some room and under the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Back to throw. It's Collins. Looking for a deep man. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cook. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Can't hang on is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Floating away. He'll pull it down. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. To the air, it's Collins. Under fire.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Makes him talk to the hand. Rommel's ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle, because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Swings it out to the flat. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Good timing on the quick out. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
On the ground, it's Moulton. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be calling a hot route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd down, going up top. Hauls it in. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
offense has it at the 28 on first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll run the toss. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Hawkeyes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted for the 11th time. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Fires to the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this third down. Looking for a man. It's Collins. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Quarterback adapting. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Tight end now in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the pass. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Syracuse, 21.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Takes a handoff. It's James. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Got it in the middle, it's Cook. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man on the right.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Now the play fake. He lets it fly. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They go to the ground. Tried to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The running back has it. Slithers into space. Turning it on. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Iowa! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Gill. Discards him with the stiff arm. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option route.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they...
Breaks into the open.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I will continue to feed this workhorse.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The give to the back. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a 4th down decision time coming.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.